Godaddy'den Seline Bieber'ı web sitesi tasarım araçları pazarı ve KOBİ'leri dijitalleştirmek adlı sunumu için alkışlarınızla sahneye davet ediyorum.
Can we start the timer as well, please? Okay. Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm taking a different take on hosting in the industry, and I'm going to be talking about website builder in the small business market. So for those of you who don't know GoDaddy, we actually take a bit of an approach of, living by an entrepreneurial or a startup mindset. We hustle, we adapt, we listen, and we repeat, and we're here to support everyday entrepreneurs and empower them through digital tools. In terms of our global size, market cap is 12.8 billion. We had a 2018 turnover of 2.6 billion. We have over 9,000 employees globally, and I think one of the most important things is scale. We have 77 million domains under management and 18 million customers across the globe. So when we talk about serving the market and growing the potential of digital together, this is what we're talking about, and we have experience across over 50 markets globally. So what is our vision? We want to shift the economy, the global economy, towards life-fulfilling independent ventures. This can be a small business, this could be an entrepreneur, this could be an idea that is one day going to turn into something bigger. And we do this by giving our customers the tools, insights, and the people to transform their ideas and personal initiative into success. When I look at it from a customer perspective, we look at it from a small business, the tech savvy, or the pro. And how do these from a technology perspective, how do they differ? We see the SME as being someone that is a do-it-for-me or a do-it-yourself kind of customer. So there is some portion of that SME or entrepreneurial group that need help to get online. At the same time, there's a portion that says, hey, if there is something that is easy enough for me to get involved in and try out, then maybe I can do it myself. The tech savvy, they switch between the different types of tools that are available. And then the pro, they obviously serve the small business and sometimes the tech savvy customer, depending on what they need. So this is our take, and you can see the link between the different customer groups. We partner with the tech savvy and the pros through different WordPress solutions, managed and obviously based on shared hosting. We work with web designers and web agencies by serving them with web hosting, business hosting, and again, WordPress solutions. And then IT pros. So these are a bit more advanced solutions, all of you know, VPS, security solutions. And ultimately, we rely on local talent. So what does that mean? For GoDaddy, the important part of our customer base is web professionals and web agencies, because you help us make digital more accessible to a broader set of customers and a broader audience. So it's up to us together to transform or to really sustain the digitalization of the local economy. So supporting the digitalization of small businesses. Let's look at the opportunity first. When we look at it from Turkey, from a Turkish perspective, there are 2.6 million small businesses. Economically, they contribute a lot to the local economy. Over 50% of value add comes from small businesses, and almost 3 in every 4 jobs are generated by small businesses. When we look at tech infrastructure, while it does look like it's quite saturated and well penetrated, 97% have computers, 95% have internet access, these don't include the micro-site segment. So when we look at the 1 to 9 employee group, it doesn't exist in this data. On the other hand, another advantage and another opportunity in Turkey is the entrepreneurial mindset. We did a survey in 2015, and 1 in every 4 millennials wants to be their own boss. And when we look at the Turkish position versus the EU average, we see that actually entrepreneurialism is a topic where Turkey is ahead of the EU standard. So you can see that between 2008 and 2017, entrepreneurialism grew with a CAGR of almost 2% between these years. The challenge, though, especially for that micro segment, we know that in the small business group, only 66% have websites. Again, it excludes the small business, the micro business segment. It's a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of understanding about technology, it's a lack of time, a lack of budget, and there's also no perceived benefit. You know, we're all here because we know the benefit in digital, but we're not good at translating that and giving that message to this, especially micro and entry-level segment. So how can we serve them together? Before I go into this, I want to give you a short demo of our website builder that we think is actually the right tool to be able to help these businesses get online. Hello everybody, this is something that I prepared earlier. I'm going to do a super quick demo of GoDaddy Website Builder before we talk about the opportunity of serving small businesses and what Website Builder means for this segment. So here I'm going to say that I'm a hotel. I'm going to choose this first category. You can already see, I've got my web page. I'm going to call it Seline Hotel just for the sake of ease. And basically what I already have is a one-page website with all the possible details that I may need. So for a business that has zero knowledge of digital technology, they basically have a website and all they need to do is add in their own details. The beauty of it is the website builder works in sections. So each of these is a different section. You can add in a new section here by clicking, and you can customize sections just by clicking on the text and changing the content. For this actual layout, if I want to change the theme, I can just go to the home page and then select out of different themes and different sort of designs that I have in the website builder. So for example, I'm going to go for this one because I think it looks quite aesthetically pleasing. And again, I can start to customize. So this is actually my own number, so I'm going to delete it. And for this section, I would like to have a call to action button because we always talk about how important a call to action button is on the main section, on this cover section above the fold for your website. But here, rather than saying contact us, I want to say reservation yapen, because obviously that's my core aim when somebody comes to my site. And when I look at the actual link structure, I can see, yes, on my homepage, where do I want, when somebody clicks on this, where do I want them to go? I want them to go to the contact us section because this means that I'm going to automatically be showing people my phone number. So it's really intuitive. It's really easy for somebody to come in and basically customize and build their website. From a gallery perspective, we can choose our images and customize them as we wish. So we work with Getty Images, so you can choose from a huge amount of stock images if you don't have your own images. You can see this, and then I'm going to add it here. And voila, you can see that I've actually changed my header picture. So that's complete. I can change my colors, and I can add a logo if I do have one. So let's look at the different structure. As I said, we've got the photo gallery and the menu here. So here I would put my room rates, for example. But let's say we want to add a new page. So I don't want Marza because it's really irrelevant to my business. So I'm going to add a page, and here I can choose if I want to have a drop-down menu, if I want to go to a different website. But here I'm going to say, and I want it to be shown in the navigation bar. So I create this page, just give me a few seconds, and then I've got a brand new blank page. So here I need to add a section, and you can see that I'm actually given suggestions by the tool, and I think this tuck-in, this calendar suggestion is fabulous because I may not have necessarily thought about having a calendar of events before, but having seen this, I may consider this as another marketing tactic that I can use for my business. So here, when I look at the different kinds of content types, obviously you have your photo gallery, you have your price list, you can add videos, etc. But just in terms of standard content, maybe I want to talk a little bit about our philosophy for people coming to stay with us. So I add a text section, and then I can add whatever I want. So maybe I'm saying again, this is in the comma clean, and then I can add a lot of content talking about that. I also quite like this section here, which gives a little bit of aesthetic flavor to the page. And look, you can already see that the way my page has changed and the way it is being built is becoming enriched. So this is the entire thought process and design mentality behind Website Builder. When I go to Owner's Limit, I can see what it looks like on mobile. So it gives me that opportunity. It's already mobile optimized, all of the images, all of the text, but to double check what a visitor on mobile may see, I can see the view here, and I can also navigate through it. So I just added this, but I didn't check where the link went. It took me back to the home page to find out details about my business. So in essence, this is GoDaddy's Website Builder, and we believe that this is really a super well-positioned product to serve the small businesses that really don't need something sophisticated but want to feel confident and be professional online. So that was the demo that I prepared earlier. Probably could have been presented better. But ultimately I want to talk about the opportunity. So you saw the way the product works. If we look at the small business segment or the small to medium sized enterprise segment together, we have mid to large business clients. These are sort of VIP, they require a little bit more attention and resource allocation. They're generally high value and there are a few of them. From a web agency or pro perspective, there may be an ongoing business relationship, so they get a monthly sort of retainer and a service from you. And they're generally 100% do it for me. So they need the support. They may have some internal IT specialists and they may work together in unison with an agency. The small to mid business segment, they are generally higher in the customer base. They may need a one-off design fix or maybe on a retainer which is at a lower amount. They're a little bit more demanding, but they've got a limited budget. So it's a trade-off between the amount of resources you want to allocate and the amount of money you'll earn from that customer. There can be a mix between do it yourself, and do it for me. When we look at the micro segment, this is the underserved segment. This is the segment, again, we don't see in the data. So they're underserved by agencies, by pros, they're untapped, where they're really searching for a basic low-cost solution, and one size can fit all, because sometimes all they're really looking for is just a one-page website. They've got very tight budgets, and because of a lack of understanding of digital technologies, they're not that they don't have a high level of trust about what it can bring them. So we want to flip the point of view. From an industry perspective, we really look at it as, domains, hosting, and the kind of hosting, but the SME equation works differently. They want to name it. They want to name their idea or their business. So it needs to be easy to choose and search. They want to create it. There's no hosting in their vocabulary. They don't know what hosting means. They probably don't even know what a domain name is. So we're trying to flip it to say, hey, there's no tech involved in this. It's just building and creating a beautiful website. And you can do it easily. There's no setup, don't worry about it. And then growing it. Social media, I had a friend this morning who messaged me and asked me how she can grow her uncle's business because he needs to make X amount of dollars in the next 12 months. He doesn't know how. Shall I do LinkedIn? Should I do social? So creating a set of integrated tools with the website at the core helps them overcome some of these barriers that they may not know about, may not know how to get around, and they need to grow slowly over time. So how do we do this? Name it. Claim your domain name or real estate online. You can go local with a .istanbul, you can go global, .com or .net, or you can go unique, everybody knows, .coffee and the new ones. So we say secure your name online, secure your space online, and while you're at it, get your professional email address. Own your brand. Create it, start building a website with the website builder, make it as detailed or as simple as you want. You saw, by just clicking and entering your industry name and your business name, you get a one-page website. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. You just need to customize it. And we also offer integrated SSL and security. So again, the small business customer doesn't need to think about these additional things. And then grow it through SEO, through email marketing, and social media integration. Be confident. So how does the journey start from a small business perspective? Who are you? These are actually real GoDaddy customers in Turkey. You may be nascent stage, you may be idea stage, you may be running a business and then wanting to grow a little bit more by utilizing online tools. The way and the position, the area that you start will be different depending on where you are in your business life cycle. And it's cross sectoral, so you don't need to be in one specific sector because digital serves all. What is the first step? Name your idea, but you can also create and name at the same time. So we make sure that we merchandise everything together on our website. So you can find your name easily, but also have it at your disposal to create at the same time. And the best thing about Website Builder, GoDaddy Website Builder, is the fact that it looks good on any device. It's mobile responsive, you don't need to do anything. So you saw in the preview before, whether you're on a desktop, whether you're on a laptop, whether you're on a tablet or a phone, your website looks and performs and functions perfectly. So our aim here is to make an online presence affordable and accessible. We do that by, breaking those misconceptions about the cost and the technical complexity. It's not difficult. It's not complex. And you can see here with the plan evolution, you can go from a personal plan to a business plan to a business plus plan and expand your scope of online activities easily. You don't need to buy additional products. They're all in one integrated plan. And you can basically build your website in under an hour, obviously if you have the content. But that one-page digital business card, you have it by going online. And obviously we want to support with an additional empowerment and support framework. So pricing is important. Are we priced for the Turkish market? Yes, we are from a website builder perspective. Customer support, we now have chat and phone. And then looking at, the tools, the scope of tools. Can somebody start from zero and evolve and grow to a managed WordPress or an even more advanced customer? Yes, they can, and it's up to all of us to do that together. So let's have a look at some of the customers that we have that have used Website Builder. Bieber is a social media expert, and she decided to, stop spending that much time dedicating herself to work, and instead she wanted to become a freelancer. So she used GoDaddy Website Builder to build her website, and now she offers freelance social media consultancy services, but also enjoys every day in her life. Oya Çelik, she is a psychologist, and she knew that she had to build herself a website, but just put it off for years until she was pregnant, and she decided, well, I've got a bit of time. She's obviously, it's her own practice, but she built her own website with, again, Website Builder, and she uses this as her digital business card. She said it herself. She is reaching more patients and people who specifically search for her service, because it's quite a niche service, to tell them what she does, who she is, and overall her scope of expertise. It makes her look like a true professional. And then finally, we've got one from Mina. So this is a customer from the Middle East, North Africa region. And she's the founder and CEO of an advertising agency. And she says, I'm not digital. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to build a website. But she used GoDaddy's Website Builder and really is helping grow her business through this initiative. So she provides advertising services, branding, social media, management, printing, and web design within it, but she herself is not a technical person, so she opted for an easy to manage solution and says that the website is important because it adds credibility. So the overarching message here is, how can we make technology more accessible? We are all technical to a certain degree. We know, but it's also demystifying and breaking the fear, getting rid of the fear of a lot of these small businesses, entrepreneurs that are starting out who don't know digital, because there's an opportunity for all of us in it. If we work together, we can increase the level of digital literacy, and ultimately, whether in a web agency or whether you're in a hosting company, by serving this segment with the right solutions, you need less time, but can also make additional revenue off the back of that. So we're trying to really change the thought process a little bit in the industry in Turkey, but also globally. So thank you for listening.